There's really only two things to consider if you're thinking of getting Google's new Pixel 3 or Pixel 3 XL phones, and that's the cameras and AI. If neither feature is at the top of your list, it's hard to justify the $800 and $900 starting prices, especially when there are more affordable and more feature-packed Android phones like the OnePlus 6 and Samsung Galaxy S9. As phones, the Pixel 3 and 3 XL are, well, they're pixels. The smaller Pixel 3 has a 5.5-inch display, and the larger Pixel 3 XL has a 6.3-inch screen. Both displays are OLED and look fantastic. The Pixel 3 looks like a mini Pixel 2 XL with bezels on the top and bottom of the screen. The Pixel 3 XL has a rather deep notch that, honestly, isn't pretty. Google's refined the metal and glass design so that the Pixel 3s look and feel even better. There's a new two-tone glass panel that's frosted so it's less slippery and supports wireless charging. The Pixel 3 phones still have two front-facing speakers. This time, they're louder and clearer at high volumes. Both phones are also more water-resistant than before, with an IP68 rating that's good for submersion in up to 6 feet of water for up to 30 minutes. Neither phone has a headphone jack. But unlike with the iPhone XS, you still get a headphone jack dongle in the box. A pair of wired USB-C earbuds are also included with the phones. The phones are identical inside as well. Both are powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon 845 chip and 4GB of RAM. Both come in either 64GB or 128GB of storage, and both don't have expandable storage. Both phones also run the latest version of Android 9 Pie. As you can see, there are some notable changes. Navigating around the phone's a little different with new gestures. You now swipe up from a pill-shaped home button to switch between apps. Swipe up to bring up the app launcher. And you can also swipe on the home button left and right to flip between apps. Android 9 Pie is really fast and really smooth on the Pixel 3s. I had no problems watching videos, browsing the web, or playing 3D games like Fortnite. My only complaint is that my Verizon SIM card automatically installed 2 carrier bloatware apps. Your own carrier might install more, or maybe even none. Squeezing the phones to activate the Google Assistant is also back and as useful as ever. By far, one of the most useful new Assistant features is Call Screen. When somebody calls you, you can tap a button to have the Assistant screen your call. The Assistant will tell the caller you're using a screening service, and as they explain why they're calling, it'll transcribe it live.
That's pretty neat.
It's pretty incredible and could be a powerful way to screen spam and telemarketing calls. It's also good for when you're in meetings. The Pixel 3 XL has a larger battery than the Pixel 3. You'd think that would mean longer battery life, but I found them both to last about a full day. Fortunately, you can fast charge them with the included power adapter and USB-C cable. But enough about the Pixel 3s as phones. How are the cameras? Are they the best on any phone? That really depends on how you like your photos. The Pixel 3s both have a 12-megapixel rear camera and dual 8-megapixel selfie cameras on the front. There's a bunch of new camera features, so let's unpack them. Top Shot automatically shoots a bunch of photos and suggests the best ones. It's useful if someone blinks or something gets in front of your shots. Super Res Zoom enhances digitally zoomed-in photos. It's not quite as good as the 2x telephoto lens on the iPhone XS, but handy in a pinch. Google Lens is also baked directly into the main camera. Long press on a photo and the Assistant-powered lens can ID things like objects, places, and contact information from business cards. It's pretty neat. Another improvement is the AR stickers, which is now called Playground. You can do things like put a more realistic-looking Iron Man into a scene. It's fun at first, but definitely a novelty. These are cool features, but ultimately, most people will only care about picture quality. It goes without saying the Pixel 3s take really great photos. The camera is fast, and pictures are sharp and look vibrant. Colors are more contrasty and less accurate compared to the iPhone XS, but if you're okay with that look, you won't be disappointed. The main camera takes great low-light photos too. My favorite new Pixel 3 camera feature is the new depth controls for portrait mode. With a simple slider, you can adjust how blurry you want the background. There's also a slider for changing the focus to the foreground, but it still needs some work. Another feature lets you make the foreground pop while turning the background black and white. It works, but is literally rough around the edges. The biggest camera change is on the front. In addition to the main selfie camera, there's a second ultra-wide camera that's good for group selfies. I'm not a huge selfie taker, but I can appreciate the extra field of view for those times when you might need it. Google's clearly put a lot of effort into making the cameras the most standout feature on the Pixel 3 and 3 XL. And as you can see in the shots yourself, the cameras really are excellent. That, plus unlimited Google Photo storage, is a killer combo. But are slightly better cameras, a few new AI features, and stock Android 9 Pie worth shelling out at least $800 for? like I said, there are better bang for buck options for Android. The iPhone XR is another seemingly better option with a larger screen and cheaper $750 price tag. The Pixel 3s are no doubt the best Android phones to get, but maybe not the best overall phone value of 2018.